Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga Treehouse. I'm Brittany. Today we're going to move through a lovely little flow about the springtime. So find a nice spot on the ground or roll out your mat and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start lying down on the ground. So make your way there, rolling yourself down, and then take just a moment to allow yourself to land and to suddenly be lying down on your floor. Okay, good. So we're going to start by bringing the arms down long by our sides with the palms facing down. And then on your next inhale, lift both legs up towards the ceiling. So the legs are lengthened. Let's flex the feet so that you can imagine stamping your footprint on the ceiling above you. Good. Just take a breath in here. Exhale it out. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. On your next exhale, let's lower the left leg down. Right leg's going to stay up, extended. And that left leg's just going to hover, just a few centimeters off the ground. Just enough so that it feels really annoying and like you really want to put down that left foot. But we're going to try to stay hovering here. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, bring that left leg right back up. And then let's go for the other side, dropping the right leg down this time. Good. Hover it just above the ground. So now the left leg's extended. Keep those feet flexed if you kind of lost the flex here. And let's just take one breath on this side. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Inhale, bring that right leg back up. Okay, now we're going to use that shape into something called twist ties. Like if you think about the little twisty on top of a loaf of bread or something like that, we're going to kind of make that shape with our legs. Okay, so on your next inhale, let's lower down that left leg again so it's hovering just off the ground. Breathe in here. Good, and then on your next inhale, let's bring the legs out to each side. So the left heel is going to skim the ground, go out to the left. The right leg is going to move out to the right while it stays up. Good. And then exhale, the thighs are going to cross, making that kind of twisty shape here. So they go out to opposite sides. Okay, inhale, legs go apart. Keep that left heel hovering. And then cross them over each other, thighs cross. Good. One more inhale, separate the legs. Nice. And then bring them back, crossing over each other. Okay, good. You can bring both legs extended up towards the ceiling. Okay, and exhale, drop the legs down. You can bend the knees. Take a moment here. And so in our story, we're meeting right now a character named Willow. So in our story, we meet So our story begins with a tree named Willow. And Willow has been waiting all winter long for the spring to come. She's waiting for her leaves to come back because they all fell off in the fall. And then in the winter, she didn't have any leaves. And so suddenly one day in March, she feels a little bit of warmth on her branches. And she is so excited because she thinks it might be spring finally. Okay, let's go for the other side with our little twist ties. So bring your arms down long by your sides if they move. Bring your legs back up towards the ceiling. Good, and then we'll keep the left leg up this time and bring the right leg down slowly. So the right heel this time is hovering off the ground. Good, inhale here. Exhale it out. Nice. And on your next inhale, bring those legs apart once again. So left leg goes out towards the left, right heel skims the ground, it stays up and goes out towards the right. Inhaling. Exhaling, cross the thighs. So making that little twisty shape with the thighs, really crossing over at the upper thigh. Good. Inhale, extend it out. And exhale, twist. One more, inhale, open it up. Exhale, crosses the thighs. Really good. Okay, bring both legs back up last time. And then exhale, drop the feet down. So good. Okay, let's roll over to one side and slowly make our way up to a seat. And let's just come into a crisscross seat here. Okay, so now that we're sitting up, we'll take a little forward fold here just from our crisscross seat. So you can cross one shin over the other. And then start to walk your fingertips forward, any amount just to come fold over the legs. And you can be folded down here, or you can be more upright here, just getting a little bit of a folding. Again, any amount that feels right to you today. Good, and let's just take a few breaths in here, breathing into the back. Exhaling. Okay, so Willow starts to feel that sun on her branches, and she can feel her branches expanding a little bit more and feeling a little bit less stuck and cold. They start to warm up and get a little bit lighter. Okay, let's walk our hands back. Come back up to a seat. And we're going to do just an eagle shape here with the arms, just to wake up in our shoulders. So let's start by bringing our arms in front of us, extended long. And start by crossing the left arm over the right. And let's just give ourselves a hug, holding opposite hands onto opposite shoulder. Good, if you have that hug here, you can just start to roll through the upper body. Good, so just making some big circles with the upper body. And this is kind of how Willow's branches start to feel as the sun gets a little bit warmer on her branches, and she even starts to feel like her leaves are coming back. She's a really big tree, and she looks down and starts to see all these little green branches, all these little green leaves sprouting back out, and she's so happy because she really missed her leaves. Okay, go the other way. Sorry, we did a lot of circles in that direction for a while. Okay, just a few more. Good. Okay, come back to center. Let's let go of the arms, and let's just go the opposite way just for a few circles here. So the right arm is now on top, and we'll just start to circle it out. Same thing here, making those really nice big circles with the upper body. Good, and go the other way. Very nice. So we'll be doing some twisting and moving because I feel like spring has a lot of twists and turns to it. Some days are so warm and exciting and bright, and some days are still so gray and cold like the winter. So we'll do some twisting. So let's extend our arms, let that cross go. And then we're gonna actually bring our arms long in front of us, just like we had before. Keep the right arm extended towards the front. Start to reach your left arm back behind you. If you need more space like I do, you could move yourself up. So now the right arm is extending forward like you want to shake somebody's hand in front of you. Left arm reaches back. See if you can keep the hips both facing towards the front of the room. So you can feel like maybe that left hip wants to pull back. Try to keep it nice and firmly down where it is. Good, and maybe you look towards the back of the room, just getting a nice twist here in the upper body. Okay, good. Bring that left arm back to meet the right. And then keep that left arm extended towards the front, and now start to reach the right arm back behind you. Twisting to the left, towards to the right, facing towards the back of the room. Take a breath in here. Good, exhale. Nice, inhale, bring that arm back to meet the other, and then you can bring both hands down to your knees. Okay, we're gonna come into down dog. So make your way there from tabletop, passing through tabletop, and coming right back into that downward dog. Nice. Okay, let's shorten up our dog here. So you can walk your hands back, you can walk your feet in a little bit. And then keeping that right foot firmly rooted down, see if you can get a little bit lighter on your left fingertips. So both feet are rooted firmly down here. And then see if you can hold on to either the outside of your ankle or your shin or even higher on the leg, just avoiding that knee. But see if you can hold on to your right leg with your left hand. And then if you you have that, maybe you can look underneath the right armpit even, getting a big twist here from down dog. Good, inhale. Exhale, bring that left arm back to the front of your mat. Okay, now same thing. Let's see if we can get lighter on the right fingertips. And then start to reach back. See if you can hold on to the outside of the left leg with the right hand. And maybe you pull on that leg so much so that you can look underneath your left armpit. Breathing in here. Exhaling. Inhale. Nice. Exhale, bring your right hand back to meet the left. Okay, good. Now let's crawl our feet forward to our hands and come into a forward fold. Okay, I'll come to face you here. Stay in your forward fold. And we'll take a little twist from our forward fold, one of my favorite things to do. So we'll bring our right fingertips down in between our feet, just slightly in front of our feet, in between them. Bend your right knee, and then start to lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. And again with the hips, see if you can keep them right where they are. Imagine somebody gently pulling back on your hips, keeping them in line with each other so that right hip isn't jutting forward, right? They're nice and in line, parallel with each other. Good, maybe you look up at the ceiling here to deepen your twist. Really think of that twist coming from your center. Okay, good. Exhale, bring the left hand down. And now that left hand's gonna come in front of the feet, in between the feet, just a few inches. Bend your left knee, and then with the inhale, lift your right arm up this time, twisting. And so Willow looks down, and so many suddenly leaves and green branches and even flowers are starting to open up all over her. And she's so excited. She's waited so long for spring to come. And she starts to hear birds, her bird friends, landing on her branches who she hasn't seen in months. Okay, good. Exhale, bring that hand down. Spend a moment here in your downward dog, just taking a breath in. Exhale it out. Okay, good. We're going to slowly roll up to stand. So bend your knees a little bit because we've been hanging out down here a while. And then inhale, start to roll up to stand slowly, slowly. Your head will be the last thing to lift. Taking your time getting there. Okay, we're going to take a little jazzy side bend, as I like to call it. It doesn't really have a name, but you're going to start by crossing the right leg in front of the left. And then walk that left leg back towards the right side of your mat. Good, and then bring your arms up overhead. Hold onto your left wrist with your right hand and start to peel your body over, your arms over to the right side so that your left side body starts to open up here. So we're gonna be doing some crossing of the legs. We've already done some, and this is one of my favorite cross-legged poses. Maybe you look up at the ceiling, breathing in here. Good, exhale, come back to stand with the legs crossed if you can, and then uncross them. Okay, we'll just do the other side. So that right leg comes behind the left. Walk it out, further out towards the left side of the mat. Okay, and then both arms up. Let's hold on to that right wrist with the left hand and start to peel the arms over towards the left. So now that right side body opens. Good, maybe you look up towards the ceiling, breathing in. Good, exhaling. Good, come back to stand with the legs crossed. I like to imagine here like a tree that kind of has twisted roots. You see a lot of that, especially as the snow melts. I love that. Okay, good, stay here for a moment, and then you can exhale, uncross the legs. Okay, let's move back to our down dog. So finding the front of your mat, inhaling arms up overhead, exhale a forward fold. Let's come back into a downward facing dog. Good. With an inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through in between your palms. Keep that back heel lifted, and we're gonna come up into Crescent lunge. So Willow, our tree friend in our story, looks down, and she's not the only one growing. She sees flowers and animals and birds coming out and wanting to be in the warmth. They're so excited that spring has finally come. Yeah, okay, so let's keep that right leg right exactly where it is. We're gonna step up so that our left knee comes into our chest. So rooting into the right foot, get really powerful and firm in the right foot, and start to inhale, lift that left knee right into the chest. Good. Yeah, it's wobbly. That's part of it. The dance is part of it. Good. Hold on to your left knee with both hands. And then let the left arm go. Just hold on to your left knee with your right hand. And see if you can start to peel the left hand towards the back of the room, keeping the hips like we've been doing exactly where they are, and twisting open towards the left. Maybe you look towards the back if you want to challenge your balance. You can always stay looking towards the front. Twisting here. Inhaling. Exhale. Good. Come back to center. See if you release that right arm and hold your right hand out towards the front of the room. Inhale, both arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's come into a standing split. So both hands down, left leg comes up. And so as Willow looks down at everything that's growing and coming out again for spring, she sees so many flowers sprouting out of the grass and the dirt. So we can imagine here, like where flowers growing, beautiful long stems. Good, breathe in. Exhale, step your left foot back, bring your right foot to meet it, and let's come back to a downward dog. Okay, we'll do it on the other side. So with an inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through between the palms. Okay, keep that back heel lifted, and let's come on up, crescent lunge. Yep, it's wobbly. Okay, good. Take one breath in here. And we're going to do the same thing this time on the other side. So root through your left foot and prepare to come up with your right knee hugging in towards the chest. I know. Okay, so sit low in the lunge. Inhale, go for it. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. Yes, and then hold on to it with both arms, with both hands. Good, take a minute here. Exhale. Okay, hold on to that knee now just with your left hand. And see if you can extend the right arm towards the back of the room, twisting open now towards the right. Good. Maybe you look back behind you. Maybe you let go of that front knee and extend both arms long so your left arm is forward, right arm is back. One more breath in. Exhale, nice. Let it go. Both arms up towards the ceiling. And let's come down into a standing split. So now your right leg's gonna go up towards the ceiling. It's like you're doing a split, but you're standing, right? So it's never gonna be like the biggest split of your life, as much as you could maybe on the ground. But it's really about lengthening in that front leg, letting your upper body go. Breathe in here. Nice, exhale. Good, step your right foot back, bring your left foot to meet it, and come back to a downward dog. Really nice. Okay, let's bring both knees down, come into a seat. And we're gonna move into a heron pose, a variation of a heron pose. So I'll show you from the side. You can start by coming into your regular easy seat, your crisscross seat. And then let's start by bringing our right knee up. So we have our left leg crossed, our right foot is in front of the left shin. Good. Okay. Start to extend the spine long. Sit firmly through your sitting bones. And then hold on around your foot with both hands. Good. And you can start to lift up that foot and hug your knee in towards your chest. Okay. Keep the spine extended. And then see if you can start to extend that right foot, that right leg any amount. So maybe it starts to straighten all the way. Maybe you keep a little bit of a bend in that knee. Good. Holding onto the foot with both hands. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling, maybe that leg comes microscopically closer to your body. It doesn't have to, right? It might not be something we can even see, but it's something you can feel. Good, one more inhale here. Exhaling. Okay, now take your left hand and hold on to the outside of your right foot just with your left hand. Yes, and your right arm can come free. So now we'll do the twisting motion that we've been doing throughout class. Start to bring your right arm back towards the back of the room. Extend the left arm and the right leg long in front of you, twisting the body open. Good. And so Willow starts to see everything that's growing and blooming, and that she is not the only one growing, right? She's so happy to see all of her friends and everybody coming back for the spring and the summer and all this growth and exciting potential. And she learns that everybody grows and blooms at their own pace, and that sometimes you have to go through some cold, difficult times to come back to the fun and lightness of spring. Okay, take one more breath here. Exhale, bring your right arm forward to cross with the left. So you're holding onto your foot now with your wrists crossed. One more inhale. Nice. Exhale, let that leg go. Okay, come back into your seat. And we'll just take that on the other side. It's kind of a fun, different one to do, right? So bring your left leg out now so it's in front of your right shin. And we'll do the same thing here. So hold on to your foot as if it's the most precious thing in the world, right? With both hands. And then start to lift up the left leg. You can hug that knee in towards your chest. And you can stay right here, right? Make sure that you're extending the spine nice and long. If this is all going okay and you want to try to extend the leg, you can play around with that here, still holding on to both sides of the foot with both hands. Good, take a breath in here. Exhale. Okay. Now take your right hand, hold onto the outside of your left foot with the right hand so that your left hand can come free. And then you can start to reach your left arm back behind you, coming into the twist on this side. Really think about twisting from your center, right? So we're not twisting just with our arms and our chest and our upper body. It's really coming from the space all around your belly button. Yeah, so think about twisting from there. Maybe you look towards the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale. Good, one more breath in. Okay, and then bring that hand forward, holding onto your foot now with crisscrossed arms, so your wrists are crossed. One more breath. Good, and then lower that left foot down. You can cross the legs. And take a moment here to let all of that crisscrossy stuff go. We'll take one final pose here and we'll do a crisscrossed seated forward fold. So you can bring your arms long, your legs long in front of you. The spring has me all twisted up is really what's happening here. Bring your legs extended long in front of you and then cross your right leg over the left. Okay. And this will just be a little bit of a different stretch for your forward fold if you're used to doing it with legs uncrossed. So we'll start like we usually do, extending the spine long, inhaling, reaching the arms up above you, and then exhaling, you can fold forward any amount. You can hold on to the feet, or you can bring the arms next to your legs, just folding forward, rounding the spine, breathing in, exhaling. So Willow learned in our story that everything needs its own time, its own pace to grow and to bloom, and that when you get through the dark times, the cold of winter, there's always the warmth and brightness of summer and spring waiting for you on the other side. Good. Start to roll back up, and we'll do the other side. So you can uncross the legs, lift the left leg on top of the right to cross at the ankles, and then reach the arms up long one more time. Exhale, fold it forward, holding onto the feet or bringing the arms next to your legs. Good. One breath in here. Exhale it out. Okay. Slowly roll up to your seat. Let's come back to our comfortable seat just like we started. And I hope you all are enjoying the beginning of spring and the promise of summer to come. And I can't wait to see you next time at Yoga Treehouse.